Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've recently landed your first real professional job, seriously, congratulations. Getting that first real paycheck hitting your bank account, man, it's an incredible feeling, isn't it? You've worked so hard, studied late, and you're finally seeing the literal payoff. But today, kind of stepping in as your financial mentor here, we need to look beyond the paycheck. Okay, let's dive into this, because that amazing new salary you're earning, it might actually be hiding a really dangerous financial trap.
I know, it sounds completely counterintuitive, right? Like how on earth could making money keep you broke? Well, I want you to really chew on that for a second. The comfort of a regular, predictable, bi-weekly salary, it's incredibly seductive. It gives us this illusion of complete financial security. But for so many young professionals, that illusion acts like a blindfold. It completely masks a lack of true wealth building. When you know exactly when the next check is coming, it becomes astonishingly easy to just spend exactly what you earn, or let's be real, sometimes slightly more. And that locks you into a cycle where you're entirely dependent on your next shift or your next month's labor just to survive. You aren't actually building a safety net, you're literally just running on a slightly more expensive treadmill.
For the vast majority of folks just starting out, their income is basically a single, solid circle. 100% of it comes straight from their salary. Let's use a simple gardening metaphor here. In agriculture, right, planting only one type of crop over a massive area is called a monocrop. And a monocrop is incredibly fragile. Why? Because if you're relying entirely on one single source of sustenance, you are leaving yourself completely vulnerable to just one single storm, one drought, or one pest. If your entire financial life is a 100% salary monocrop, you have absolutely zero insulation from the unpredictable weather of life.
And let me tell you, those storms, they will absolutely come. The vulnerabilities of having just a single income stream are very real. I mean, unexpected layoffs happen, even to top performers. Entire industry shifts can render a specific skill set obsolete literally overnight. A sudden health emergency could force you to take unpaid time off. Or, honestly, you might just experience severe burnout and realize you just can't sustain the pace of trading your precious hours for dollars anymore. Now, highlighting these specific risks isn't meant to scare you, not at all. It's to emphasize exactly why you have to stop relying solely on your daily labor. We need to build you a much more resilient system.
So the crucial point is that escaping this vulnerability requires a massive, fundamental shift in how you view the world and your money. Right now, you're probably operating with an employee mindset, believing that you get money by trading your time for it. It's the classic trap of earning just to spend. But true financial independence, that requires an investor mindset. This is the deep understanding that your time is finite, but your money doesn't have to be. An investor sees money not as a ticket to buy things, but as seeds to be planted. You really have to transition from working for your money to basically forcing your money to work for you.
Which brings us to a really foundational truth. Your salary will never make you rich. It's what you do with it that counts. Honestly, it doesn't even matter if you make $50,000 a year or $500,000 a year. If you spend everything you earn, your wealth is precisely zero. Income alone does not equal financial independence. It's really just the tool you're given to build that independence.
Now, to effectively use that tool, we have to completely reframe the concept of saving. Most people, they just hate saving, right? It feels like a punishment. It feels like this awful restriction. But let's reframe that right now. Saving is simply planting seeds for your future freedom. Rather than sacrificing today's joy, it's actually an act of total empowerment. Every time you decide not to buy something you don't really need, you aren't depriving yourself at all. You're literally buying back a piece of your future time. Changing your attitude toward long-term wealth building really starts right here. You've got to view your savings as the seeds of your future freedom.
So how do we actually put this into practice? Building wealth beyond a salary doesn't require a PhD in economics. It just requires you to become a diligent financial gardener. And this brilliantly illustrates the 3 actionable steps we're going to walk through together today. Number 1, prepare your soil. Number 2, plant your seeds. And number 3, harvest your crops. It's a systematic process, and if you follow it, I promise you, you'll eventually grow a garden that can feed you for the rest of your life.
All right, let's start with step 1, preparing your financial soil. Look, you just can't plant healthy seeds in a field covered in weeds and rocks. In your financial life, preparing the soil means getting your budget in absolute order. It means tracking exactly what comes in and what goes out. You've got to ruthlessly break that earn-to-spend habit we talked about a minute ago. You have to clear out the weeds, that high-interest consumer debt, and you have to till the soil by creating a lifestyle where you consistently spend less than you earn. Because if you skip this prep work, you simply won't have any seeds left over to plant. Once your soil is ready, we move to step 2, planting your seeds. And guys, this is where the magic really begins. Every single dollar you save and invest is a seed planted right into the ground for your future. When you put your money into index funds, retirement accounts, or other investment vehicles, you are putting those seeds into fertile earth. But, and this is a big but, here is the absolute most important rule of farming. Once you plant those seeds, you cannot dig them up just to eat them when you get a little hungry. You have to leave them alone so they can actually take root.
And why must you leave them alone? Well, because of the incredible, honestly, almost unbelievable mathematical power of compound interest. It's a force that can easily yield returns of 300% or even more over time. Compound interest is, simply put, the interest you earn on your interest. When you give your invested money the financial equivalence of water and time, it doesn't just grow in a straight, boring line. It multiplies exponentially. Over a long enough horizon, the money that your money makes will dramatically outpace the initial seeds you planted. That explosive growth? It isn't some crazy fantasy. It's the mathematical reality of patient long-term investing.
Let's move to and see how this builds over a realistic timeline. When you first plant your seeds, say over the first 10 years, you're in the sprouting phase. It takes patience. The growth might look super slow on the surface, but a massive, crucial root system is forming underground. Fast forward to 20 years, and you're in the growing phase. Your money is now generating significant returns all on its own. The momentum is visible, and it's really exciting. And by 30 years, well, you reach the flourishing phase. The magic of compounding over decades means those original tiny seeds have grown into towering trees, and those trees are dropping their own seeds, creating an entirely self-sustaining ecosystem. Which brings us right to the ultimate goal. Step 3, harvesting your crops. This is the final step of true wealth building. You've prepared the soil, you've planted consistently, you've waited patiently, and now you get to cultivate a diverse harvest of passive income. And passive income, that's money that flows to you whether you log into work that day or not. This is exactly how you shatter the illusion of the single paycheck. You're no longer reliant on that monocrop salary because your garden is producing enough yield to sustain your entire lifestyle on its own.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is seeing exactly what that harvest looks like out in the real world. We've broken down a few specific examples of passive income sources for you. Take dividend stocks, for instance. The effort required there is pretty low. You essentially just buy and hold. And while the yield can be a bit variable, it pays you a portion of the company's profits regularly. Contrast that with real estate. It definitely requires medium effort to manage, but the yield, through things like rent and property appreciation, is historically very high. Or even consider digital products like writing an ebook or creating an online course. That takes high upfront effort to build. But once planted, the ongoing effort is super low and the yield can be medium to high. By planting a mix of these over time, you create an incredibly robust, diversified garden.
As we summarize all these insights, I want you to really, truly visualize this. True wealth is a garden that sustains you entirely. It's not a flashy sports car. It's not some expensive designer watch. True wealth is a future where your diversified, passive income totally replaces your need for daily labor. It's the ultimate freedom. The freedom to wake up in the morning and decide exactly how you want to spend your time, knowing for a fact that the garden you meticulously prepared, planted, and watered over the decades is producing all the harvest you will ever need. So, we're going to leave you with one final, very personal question as we wrap up this explainer. You have the knowledge now. You clearly know the dangers of relying on just one single paycheck, and you know the phenomenal, life-changing power of planting your money for the long haul. You are standing in the field right now at the very beginning of your professional life. The soil is waiting. So, what seeds will you plant today?